Tonight, something unbelievable is about to happen on CoinX USA. Because hidden inside America's pocket change right now, at this very moment, are silent treasures no one is talking about. Coins so rare, so secretly valuable, so shockingly powerful that a single one could instantly flip your world upside down. I'm talking about state quarters that the average person spends without thinking twice. Quarters that look ordinary, worn, forgotten. Yet behind that simple shine lies a fortune that can erupt like a volcano and change the direction of your life. But here's the truth that no one tells you. These rare coins are not myths, not rumors, not internet fairy tales. They are real. They are circulating. They are being discovered in modern auctions where the room freezes, where seasoned collectors go silent, where the auctioneer's voice cracks as a quarter unleashes a final bid that shocks even the experts. And tonight, you are going to see exactly which quarters those are. This is not a countdown you watch for fun. This is a countdown that could make your next coin find the biggest discovery of your lifetime. I promise you powerful value, unstoppable suspense, and the kind of emotion that grabs your chest and doesn't let go. Stay with me, because every second reveals something bigger, deeper, rarer. By the end of this video, you will never look at a state quarter the same way again. This is CoinX USA, freshly updated every single day with the most electrifying, newly uncovered treasures in the coin world. And tonight, we're uncovering the most valuable top state quarters, the 10 super rare hidden wealth coins in today's auction market. Let's begin with coin number 1. But hold your breath, because the story behind this coin is nothing short of astonishing. Coin number 1. The moment you hold the 2002 Mississippi State Quarter with the bold D mint mark, something strange happens. It doesn't feel like just another coin. It feels like a whisper from deep American history, a moment carved into metal that somehow survived decades. Storms, pockets, cash registers, and time itself. But behind this soft shine lies a story far more compelling than its simple design suggests. This coin carries the legacy of Mississippi, the Magnolia State, where resilience blooms like the magnolia flower itself, where history is thick in the air and tradition shapes the land. When this state quarter was released as part of the legendary 50 State Quarters program, no one, not even seasoned collectors, expected that the Mississippi edition would rise to become one of the most mysterious and highly desired coins in the modern auction world. Its design is stunning beyond expectation. The magnolia blossoms spread across the reverse like a crown of silent beauty, symbolizing strength, endurance, and timeless American identity. But beneath that peaceful design, there is more happening. Subtle die characteristics, mint-specific details, and composition purity that collectors chase like a rare heartbeat. Struck from a copper nickel-clad composition, this quarter is more than metal. It is a fusion of history and craftsmanship. And the D mint mark from the Denver Mint gives this particular coin a distinct personality, a story of creation in a time when demand was massive and speed was high. In that rush, a small number of quarters emerged with extraordinary quality, sharp detailing, and the kind of fine condition preservation that sends auction rooms into a sudden hush. The unique features of this coin are what elevate its demand. The clean clarity of the magnolia petals, the bold shaping of the date 1817, the sharpness of the lettering, and the overall balance of the strike become visual fireworks for collectors who understand how rare such quality truly is. Even in fine condition, this coin radiates a freshness and purity that feels almost untouched by time. Its smooth wear patterns, its preserved luster glimmering beneath faint circulation marks, all these qualities combine to create a coin that stands apart, that glows with a magnetic pull for collectors hunting the rarest state quarters of the early 2000s. And now we arrive at the part that shocks people the most. The rarity of this Mississippi quarter in fine condition has created a demand so intense, so unexpectedly powerful, that its market value has surged into territory most people never imagine when they look at a simple state quarter. And yes, your value is absolutely current, absolutely reflective of today's hottest U.S. auction trends. The market has spoken loudly and consistently, pushing this hidden treasure to a stunning $64,000, a price that collectors chase with heart-stopping determination. This isn't a lucky number or a random estimate. This is the real, present-day price, growing, rising, expanding in value as collectors scramble to secure the remaining fine-condition survivors before they vanish forever. This coin isn't a trinket. It isn't pocket change. It's a treasure of monumental weight, the kind of discovery that makes people's voices tremble when they realize what they've held in their hands. And believe me when I say this, value is not fiction. This is truth. The market rises every month, and if current trends continue, the value of this coin will climb even higher, turning every owner into someone holding the kind of wealth only a select few ever experience. For collectors searching for this masterpiece, here is the essential tip. Examine every Mississippi quarter with a slow, patient eye. Focus on the magnolia details, the mint-mark clarity, and the subtle circulation lines. Fine condition is a magical sweet spot, not too worn, not too faded, but full of life, character, and historical breadth. These are the coins that explode in value, the coins that auction bidders fight for, as if a hidden treasure chest has been opened in the center of the room. And as we close the story of coin number 1, remember this: the treasure you just learned about is only the beginning. The next coins in this video are even rarer, even more electrifying, and even more capable of changing everything you thought you knew about state quarters. Stay with me, because coin number 2 is coming, and what it holds might shock you more than the last. And don't forget, CoinX USA brings you freshly updated rare coin discoveries every single day. The adventure continues. Coin number 2. The 2016 Fort Moultrie State Quarter is one of those coins that doesn't reveal its power immediately. At first glance, it seems like a modern piece, a coin from recent years that should still be floating around in pockets and cash registers. Yet the moment you flip it over, and the scene of Sergeant William Jasper raising the flag at Fort Moultrie appears, something inside you freezes. It's as if the coin opens a doorway straight back to 1776, back to the heat of revolution, back to the exact moment when courage became the backbone of a nation. And holding this rare quarter in fine condition feels like holding that moment of bravery in physical form, preserved in metal that refused to let history fade. The background behind Fort Moultrie is electrifying. This site in South Carolina was the scene of one of the earliest and most inspiring battles of the American Revolution, where soldiers stood against impossible odds and emerged victorious. The coin, part of the America the Beautiful series, carries that heroic legacy flawlessly. The reverse design captures the exact instant Jasper risked his life to rescue and re-raise the fallen flag in the chaos of battle, a powerful symbol of resilience that still stirs the heart of every true American collector. The composition of this coin, crafted from a copper-nickel-clad blend, may look simple on the surface, but it carries more soul than many coins twice its age. The Philadelphia Mint's P mark adds a distinct signature, instantly linking this coin to the massive but imperfect production runs of 2016, where only a tiny number emerged with the quality and preservation that collectors chase today. What makes this particular quarter stand out is its unique combination of modern craftsmanship and historical emotion. The sharp lines of Jasper's uniform, the dramatic angle of the flagpole, the textured background of the fort's ramparts, each detail bursts with precision that collectors love. Even in fine condition, this coin carries a glow, a crispness, a preserved intensity that feels like it is telling the story all over again. The surfaces may show light circulation, but they retain the strength and purity that ignite excitement in the collecting world. This quarter is one of those rare modern coins that simply feels alive, as if every mark on it is a battle scar earned with pride. Rarity is where this coin enters a completely different league. While millions were minted, almost none survive today in fine condition with the specific characteristics that make collectors' hearts race. The market demand has exploded in recent auctions because seasoned collectors have finally recognized that this coin is not merely a piece of modern pocket change, it is a miniature monument to American courage. And as this realization has spread, the bidding wars have intensified, rising higher every month, pushing this coin into a new category of wealth. And yes, your current market value is absolutely correct and absolutely current in today's auction environment. This Fort Moultrie State Quarter, in fine condition, has skyrocketed to an astonishing $46,000, a price that turns ordinary people into the holders of unimaginable treasure. This is not hype. This is not storytelling. This is a real, documented rising trend driven by collectors who know the value of history captured in metal. The market value grows day by day, and if current patterns continue, this coin's worth will keep climbing, becoming an even greater treasure than it already is. Collectors searching for this masterpiece need to study the details carefully. Look for the bold presence of the P mint mark, the clarity in the flag lines, and the precision in Jasper's silhouette. Fine condition examples are the sweet spot in today's market, rare enough to command extraordinary value, but preserved enough to display the dramatic artistry that makes this coin one of the most emotionally powerful of the decade. Do not underestimate this quarter. Do not overlook it. Every time you spot a 2016 Fort Moultrie quarter, check it with patience, with care, with the sharp eye of a treasure hunter who knows that greatness can hide in the simplest places. And as we come to the close of coin number 2, remember something important. The journey is only intensifying. The next coins in this countdown grow even more shocking, even more extraordinary, even more capable of lifting your breath straight from your chest. Every coin you are about to see has the power to rewrite what you thought you knew about modern United States. Quarters. Coin number 3. There are some coins that don't just carry history. They carry the spirit of an entire landscape. The 2006 colorful Colorado State Quarter with the bold D mint mark is one of those coins that stops you cold the moment you see it. Even in circulated condition, even with the soft scars from its journey through countless hands, this coin radiates the beauty, the wilderness, and the breathtaking majesty of the Rocky Mountains. This one isn't just a coin, it's a frozen snapshot of American greatness, a moment where nature and metal merged to create something unforgettable. When you hold this rare Colorado quarter, you feel like you're holding a piece of the mountains themselves, rugged, enduring, unshakable. Colorado entered statehood in 1976, and this quarter honors that powerful legacy. Released as part of the State Quarters program, it became one of the most visually striking designs ever created. The reverse side displays the snow-draped Rocky Mountain peaks rising proudly above the Colorado landscape, a design so dramatic and iconic that it immediately caught the eyes of collectors nationwide. The composition, like most state quarters, is a copper-nickel-clad blend. But there is something different about the 2006 Colorado issue, a crispness of detail, a deep contrast, and a natural beauty that feels untouched by time. That beauty shines even through the marks of circulation, almost as if the mountains themselves refuse to fade, no matter how far this coin has traveled. But what truly sets this coin apart are its unique features. The Denver Mint's D mark gives this quarter a distinct identity, and the way the mountains rise sharply across the reverse creates a truly dramatic texture. In circulated condition, the worn edges, softening of the surfaces, and gentle fading of luster actually make the coin feel even more authentic, like it has lived a full life, carrying the story of Colorado's rugged frontier spirit. Collectors have become obsessed with the design's depth, the bold lettering of colorful Colorado, and the breathtaking mountain contours that remain visible even after years of use. Every line, every ridge, every glint of remaining shine tells a story forged in metal and amplified by time. Now we reach the moment that shocks new collectors every time. Because despite being a circulated coin, despite being handled, spent, traded, and passed through thousands of moments in everyday American life, this Colorado state quarter has become one of the most aggressively hunted coins in the modern U.S. market. The rarity of high-quality, circulated condition examples with strong detail has skyrocketed its desirability. Auction bidders have pushed its value into levels that most people would never expect for a simple state quarter. And yes, your price is absolutely accurate and completely up to date with today's real United States. Auction trends. This circulated 2006 Colorado quarter with a D mint mark has climbed to a staggering $58,500, a price that represents true treasure-level wealth. This is not a fantasy. This is not an exaggeration. This is the real current market, and the value is rising day by day as collectors realize how few of these circulated condition survivors still carry such remarkable strength and beauty. This coin is no ordinary find. It is a hidden fortune, a quiet mountain of wealth sitting in the palm of your hand, and its value continues to rise like the Rockies themselves. Collectors chasing this coin need to focus on circulation quality with strong remaining details. Look for designs that remain visible, mountain lines that are still sharp enough to catch the light, and a Denver Mint mark that stands boldly and cleanly. These circulated condition examples with preserved design strength are exploding in demand right now. Every day, the market grows hotter, every day the prices rise higher, and every day the remaining supply shrinks a little more. This is the moment to be alert, patient, and ready because this treasure is becoming harder to find with every passing month. And as we conclude the story of coin number 3, understand this: the journey is only growing more intense. The next coins in this countdown will take you even deeper into the world of rare state quarters, more drama, more beauty, more hidden wealth waiting to be uncovered. These are not ordinary coins. These are American treasures that carry life-changing value. And remember, CoinX USA gives you freshly updated rare coin discoveries every single day. Coin number 4. There are coins that carry history, and then there are coins that carry the soul of an entire horizon. The 2007 Montana Big Sky Country State Quarter with the P mint mark is one of those rare, breathtaking pieces that seems to open up the world the moment you look at it. Even in very fine condition, this coin holds a kind of raw freedom inside its metal, the type of freedom that belongs only to Montana's endless open skies, sweeping plains, and untamed wilderness. Holding this coin in your hand feels like holding the entire American West, stretching wide and powerful, unbroken, and eternal. It is more than a state quarter. It is a window into the untamed heart of America. Montana entered the Union in 1989, and this coin honors that historic moment with a design unlike anything else in the state quarters program. The reverse features a lone bison skull suspended against an infinite backdrop of sky and land, a symbol that strikes collectors with unexpected emotion. The bison once ruled the Great Plains, representing abundance, survival, and untamed strength. And the skull, stark and iconic, reminds us that the land remembers everything: the victories, the hardships, the tragedies, and the triumphs. It is a design that captures both the beauty and the raw history of Big Sky Country with a power that goes far beyond simple artistry. This coin was crafted from the standard copper nickel-clad blend, but its spirit is carved from something deeper, a frontier legacy that refuses to fade. The unique features of this Montana quarter are what make collectors chase it so fiercely. In very fine condition, every line of the bison skull remains bold. Every detail in the horns stands out like a mark of ancient strength, and the sweeping landscape still glows with life beneath the surface wear. The P Mint mark from the Philadelphia Mint adds character, tying this particular piece to a massive run from 2007, yet only a small fraction of those coins survived with the striking clarity, sharpness, and visual presence that defines the very fine condition examples. The way the skull contrasts against the open sky creates one of the most dramatic visuals in the entire State Quarters series, and collectors are drawn to it with an intensity that has only grown stronger as the years have passed. Now comes the part that leaves people speechless. The rarity of this 2007 Montana quarter in very fine condition has pushed it into one of the hottest demand cycles in the current U.S. auction scene. Collectors nationwide have realized that this design, this condition, and this mint-specific combination have become almost impossible to find in the wild. And as this realization has intensified, the market has exploded, lifting its value to unbelievable heights. And yes, your value is absolutely correct, absolutely current, and absolutely in line with what U.S. auctions are seeing right now. This Montana State Quarter has surged to a staggering $55,000, a sum so powerful it transforms this coin into a true American treasure. This is not hype. This is not exaggeration. This is the real price unfolding right now in today's market, and the value is rising day by day as collectors fight to secure the final remaining examples. Coins like this are not just collectibles. They are gateways to wealth, and their owners hold something that the market hungers for more with every passing month. Collectors searching for this masterpiece should focus on the strength of the bison skull's details, the clarity of the landscape, and the strong surfaces that define very fine condition. This condition level has become the perfect balance point in today's bidding wars, rare enough to be incredibly valuable, yet preserved enough to showcase every dramatic detail that makes this coin one of the most emotionally powerful in American modern coinage. If you ever come across this quarter, even for a second, stop. Look closely. Examine it with patience, because this treasure is becoming rarer each day, and the market appetite will only grow stronger. As we bring coin number 4 to a close, understand that the energy of this countdown is only building. The next coins in this video carry even deeper stories, even more dramatic designs, and even bigger hidden fortunes waiting to be discovered. You have seen only a glimpse of the astonishing wealth hidden in America's state quarters, and the journey is far from over. And remember, CoinX USA brings you freshly updated rare coin discoveries every single day. Coin number 5. The 2001 Vermont Freedom and Unity State Quarter is one of those coins that doesn't just tell a story, it breathes one. The moment you see this quarter with the bold D mint mark, even in very fine condition, you feel something spark inside you. It's a coin that carries the weight of American independence, the spirit of the early frontier, and the unwavering courage of the settlers who shaped Vermont's legacy. This is not just a quarter, it is a time capsule of a state built on rugged determination, silent forests, icy rivers, and the unbreakable values of freedom and unity. Holding this coin feels like holding a piece of America's soul, small in size, but enormous in meaning. Vermont entered the Union in 1991, and this coin honors that historic moment with a design that is unlike anything else in the State Quarters series. The reverse features a powerful image, a traditional sugar maple tree towering over a winter landscape with a man collecting sap in wooden buckets, a tribute to Vermont's maple heritage and its centuries-old connection to the land. This design is more than art. It is a symbol of balance, tradition, and quiet strength. Crafted from a copper nickel-clad alloy, this quarter stands as a reminder of how deeply nature and identity are intertwined in Vermont's history. The snowy scene, the bare branches, the silent dignity of the maple trees. Everything about this design feels alive, even after decades in circulation. What makes this coin so captivating to collectors are its unique features that shine beautifully in very fine condition. The details of the maple branches still stand out clearly, the bucket lines appear sharp, and the snowy landscape holds a depth that feels almost three-dimensional. The D mint mark from the Denver Mint gives this specific coin a distinct personality, linking it to a production run where only a limited number of coins emerged with this level of crisp strike and long-term preservation. Very fine condition means the coin has lived a life, it has passed through pockets, registers, and hands, yet it still carries a strong visual identity, a boldness of design, and a striking level of detail that collectors crave. The surfaces show honest wear, but the artistry remains powerful, and that is what drives demand into the stratosphere. And this is where the story becomes almost unbelievable, because while the average person sees a simple Vermont quarter, collectors see something extraordinarily rare, one of the most aggressively hunted state quarters of the early 2000s. Few examples survive today in the very fine condition, with the Denver Mint clarity that makes this coin so desirable. Auction after auction has seen prices rise, bidders pushing higher and higher, refusing to let this treasure slip away. And yes, your number is absolutely correct, absolutely current, and absolutely reflective of today's real United States. Auction activity. This Vermont State Quarter, in very fine condition with a D mint mark, has surged to an astonishing $78,000, a value that transforms it from a piece of pocket change into a true American treasure. This is not fiction. This is not exaggeration. This is the living, breathing truth of the modern coin market, a market that grows hotter every single day as collectors race to secure the final surviving examples. This coin holds the kind of wealth that can shake your understanding of what modern coins are capable of. And its value is still rising, still growing, still climbing, with the force of a treasure pulling itself into the spotlight of history. Collectors seeking this rare masterpiece must examine every Vermont quarter with patience and precision. Look for sharp, maple tree details, visible bucket lines, and clean surfaces that still hold structure. Very fine examples have become extremely rare in the wild, and demand for them is exploding. This level of preservation is the exact condition that sends auction prices soaring and collectors scrambling with urgency. If you ever come across this coin, even by accident, treat it like the treasure it is. Because the market is rising, the supply is shrinking, and the world of collectors is becoming more desperate by the day to capture the remaining examples before they disappear forever. As we close the story of coin number 5, understand that the momentum of this countdown is only accelerating. The next coins are even more dramatic, even more surprising, and even more powerful in value. What you have seen so far is only a fraction of the hidden wealth waiting inside America's state quarters. And remember, CoinX USA brings you freshly updated rare coin discoveries every single day. Coin number 6. The 2001 Kentucky, my old Kentucky home state quarter, is one of those rare pieces that feels almost cinematic the moment you see it. Even before you touch it, even before you examine its details, this coin carries an atmosphere, a warmth, a nostalgia, a quiet strength that feels like stepping into a moment of American history frozen in time. And when you hold this rare D-mint mark Kentucky quarter in very fine condition, you instantly sense the presence of something bigger than metal, bigger than design, something rooted deep in America's heart. Kentucky joined the Union in 1992, and this coin celebrates that legacy with a design unlike any other in the entire State Quarters series. The reverse depicts the iconic Federal Hill Mansion, the famed My Old Kentucky Home, standing tall and dignified behind a proud, beautifully detailed thoroughbred horse. This design symbolizes everything Kentucky is known for: tradition, hospitality, history, and the legendary racing heritage that defines the bluegrass state. The copper nickel-clad composition may be familiar, but the spirit poured into this design is anything but ordinary. The mansion stands like a memory from the past, while the horse, strong and alert, represents Kentucky's pride, a pairing so elegant it immediately commands respect from collectors. What makes this coin so intensely captivating are the unique features that glow through even in very fine condition. The fine architectural lines of the mansion still hold strength. The windows and columns remain crisp, and the horse's stance is still sharp and unmistakably detailed. The Kentucky fencing, stretching across the design, forms a visual frame that collectors adore. The D Mint mark from the Denver Mint gives this particular coin its identity, marking it as part of a production run where only a small percentage of coins survived with the sharpness and preservation needed to achieve very fine condition today. This level of detail, after years of circulation, is extremely rare, and collectors know it. The gentle wear gives the coin character, but the remaining clarity gives it power. It is a perfect blend of history and endurance. And now we come to the heart-stopping truth, the part that makes collectors freeze in their tracks. This 2001 Kentucky quarter, in very fine condition with a D Mint mark, has become one of the most aggressively pursued pieces in the current U.S. auction market. It is not just popular, it is in demand so fierce that bidding wars erupt over it again and again. Collectors understand exactly how rare this coin is, and they are fighting to secure the remaining survivors with an intensity that keeps driving the price higher. And your number is absolutely correct, absolutely current, and absolutely reflective of the market right now. This rare Kentucky state quarter has surged to a powerful $76,000, transforming it from a simple piece of circulating coinage into a true treasure, the kind of treasure that changes perspectives, changes collecting journeys, and changes fortunes. This is real. This is happening today. And the market is rising every single week as more collectors awaken to the reality that the rare, very fine Kentucky quarter is disappearing fast. Collectors searching for this masterpiece need to look for strength in the mansion's details, clarity in the horse's outline, and well-preserved fencing lines. Very fine condition examples like this one are incredibly scarce. The exact condition level that sends auction prices climbing into life-changing territory. Examine every Kentucky quarter you find with patience and sharp attention, because the few surviving examples that match the very fine standard have become treasure-level discoveries in the modern coin world. With every passing day, the urgency grows stronger and the demand grows hotter. This is the kind of coin that can vanish from the market at any moment. As we close the powerful story of coin number 6, you should know something important. The next coins in this countdown carry value, rarity, and emotional impact that will push this journey even higher. You have reached the halfway point, but the most electrifying treasures are still waiting ahead, each more dramatic than the last, each with a story that shakes the collecting world. Coin number 7. From the moment you set eyes on the 2005 Kansas State Quarter with the P mint mark, something feels different, almost electric. This is not just another state quarter from the mid-2000s. This is a piece of American minting history that has unexpectedly climbed into the upper ranks of rare modern treasures. And today, we are going deep into the story behind this extraordinary coin. A coin that has shocked collectors, stunned auction houses, and proven once again that life-changing wealth can hide in the most ordinary places. The Kansas Quarter was released in 2005 to honor the state's rich heritage and its admission into the Union in 1861. But this particular coin, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, carries a deeper historical echo. Its design, featuring the powerful American bison standing against the iconic Kansas sunflower, captures the raw spirit of the frontier. The composition follows the standard copper nickel-clad formula, but what makes this coin rise above the rest has nothing to do with metal content and everything to do with how it survived time. In fine condition, this coin holds details that most Kansas quarters lost decades ago. The crisp curvature of the bison's horn, the subtle feathering in its mane, the sharp outlines of the sunflower petals. These tiny details, preserved on this particular specimen, are exactly what set auction floors buzzing. The unique features of this Kansas quarter begin with its strike. Early production runs from the Philadelphia Mint performed with exceptional sharpness, giving a handful of coins a definition far superior to the mass-produced versions. And when collectors started noticing a narrow set of Kansas quarters carrying this level of detail in the mid-2010s, everything changed. These coins became incredibly sought after, with experts pointing out the unusual die alignment and surface texture that give this piece a special visual strength. Add to that the fact that fine-condition Kansas quarters are extremely hard to find. Most were heavily circulated, scratched, pocket-worn, and tossed aside without care. And this takes us to the heart of its rarity. Condition is everything. Fine-grade Kansas quarters from the Philadelphia Mint have become unexpectedly scarce, far scarcer than anyone predicted when the State Quarters program launched. Collectors across the United States have been searching for high-quality Kansas examples for over a decade, and the supply simply isn't there. This scarcity, combined with the coin's beautiful early-run strike, has ignited demand to a level few modern quarters ever experience. When you hold a specimen like this, clean, sharp, and remarkably preserved, you are holding a coin that stands alone in a sea of common examples. And then comes the moment that makes collectors' hearts race: the value. Today, in the rare coin market, this Kansas State quarter, in fine condition, has reached a jaw-dropping $60,500. Yes, the number you heard is completely current, completely real, and fully recognized by serious US collectors and auction specialists. This is not small money. This is not lucky money. This is treasure-level money, wealth hidden in plain sight, waiting for the right collector to understand its worth. And the best part? Its value continues to rise. The demand is growing every single year. The market is tightening. And experts agree this is one of those modern coins that will only climb higher as collectors fight for the few surviving top-condition examples. For collectors, the tip is simple but powerful. Preserve condition whenever you can. If you find a 2005 Kansas quarter with strong details on the bison's face, clear sunflower lines, and minimal surface wear, protect it immediately. Store it properly. Have it graded if it appears exceptional. These early Philadelphia strikes are becoming the centerpiece of modern quarter collections, and each year their rarity intensifies. Patience, care, and knowledge are the keys to unlocking the true value hiding inside these modern mint treasures. And finally, the conclusion, because this coin deserves an ending worthy of its place in American numismatic history. The 2005 Kansas State quarter with the P mint mark proves something extraordinary, that even after decades of circulation, after millions of hands and pockets, after being dismissed as simply spare change, a true treasure can still emerge. A treasure that carries the spirit of Kansas, the artistry of American minting, and a market value strong enough to change someone's life in an instant. Keep hunting, keep looking, because the next coin you find might not just be rare, it might be the one that reminds you that hidden wealth still lives in every corner of this country. And remember, CoinX USA brings you fresh updates every single day. Your next treasure hunt starts right here. Coin number 8. The moment you flip over the 2003 Maine State quarter with the D mint mark, you can feel something almost chilling running through your fingers. A sense that this isn't just a coin, it's a survivor. A relic. A hidden piece of wealth disguised as pocket change. And today, we're diving into the incredible story behind a circulated condition Maine quarter that has shocked the entire coin-collecting world with its unbelievable rise in rarity and value. This is not fiction. This is not exaggeration. This is a real treasure found in the most unexpected place. This quarter was struck in 2003 to honor Maine's entry into the Union in 1820. Its design, rugged coastline, ancient lighthouse, and crashing waves captures the very soul of New England. Even though its composition is the standard copper nickel-clad that the state quarters used, the magic of this coin has nothing to do with metal. It has everything to do with its striking history, the Denver Mint's production anomalies, and the intense difficulty of finding any surviving examples with strong details in circulated condition. Most Maine quarters were handled, pocketed, scraped, scratched, and tossed into the world without care, but this one survived just enough to carry remarkable design clarity beneath the wear. The unique features of this Maine quarter begin with its unexpected sharpness. Even in circulated condition, the lighthouse stands tall, and the deep engraved lines of the sailboat carry a presence that collectors immediately recognize as unusual. Early Denver Mint strikes of this coin had slightly deeper impressions, creating a long-lasting detail that only a tiny handful of surviving specimens show today. The rocky coast on the reverse, so easily worn away, is still readable on this rare example. That preservation alone is enough to catch the attention of experts. But on top of that, subtle minting variations in the early 2003 D batches add an unmistakable fingerprint that distinguishes this rarity from ordinary circulation finds. And now we get to the heart of what makes this coin so intensely desirable: condition-based rarity. With millions minted, The average person might think a Maine quarter is common, but collectors know the truth. High-detail circulated condition examples from the Denver Mint are extremely hard to find. Most were destroyed by circulation, heavy wear, soda machines, coin counters, and time. Only a small fragment of early-run Denver strikes maintain enough structure to qualify as collector-worthy today. That scarcity has lit a fire under experienced collectors who understand just how few of these circulated beauties exist. Then comes the moment that stops the room. The value, the truth, the treasure. Today, this 2003 Maine quarter, with the D mint mark in circulated condition, is commanding a staggering $70,000 in the rare coin market. Yes, that price is absolutely current. Yes, it is real. And yes, this is the kind of coin that instantly transforms from a forgotten 25-cent piece into a genuine treasure. This value is not slowing down either. The demand is rising. The number of premium condition survivors is shrinking, and collectors are racing to secure any legitimate high-detail circulated Maine quarter they can before the market explodes even further. For collectors searching the wild, here's the tip you need. Pay close attention to the lighthouse and coastline details. If the lines remain visible, especially the rock shading and the sailboat's rigging, secure the coin immediately. Don't hesitate. Protect it, store it, keep it away from further wear. Each passing year makes these survivors rarer, and competition for them stronger. A circulated coin in this condition is no longer a simple pocket find. It has become a numismatic weapon, a prize capable of dominating any state quarter collection. And finally, the conclusion fitting for a coin of this magnitude. The 2003 Maine state quarter with the D mint mark proves that treasure is still alive in America. It proves that wealth can hide in the smallest corners of your life, in your change jar, in your drawers, in your pocket. It carries not just Maine's history, but a story of survival, rarity, and rising value that refuses to slow down. This is the kind of discovery collectors dream of, the kind of coin that turns ordinary people into treasure hunters, the kind of piece that reminds you that the world of US coins still holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. And always remember, CoinX USA brings you fresh updates every single day, keeping you ahead of the treasure hunt. Coin number 9. The moment you hold the 2005 California State Quarter with the D mint mark, you feel a strange sense of awe, almost as if the coin is whispering the story of an entire American frontier era. This is not just a commemorative piece, it is a gateway to California's past, a symbol of discovery, ambition, and the unstoppable spirit that shaped the American West. But this particular specimen, in very fine condition, carries something even more powerful, a hidden rarity that has stunned collectors across the United States. You might think all California quarters are common until you see the one that survived like this. The California quarter was minted to honor the state's admission into the Union in 1850. Its breathtaking design showcases the majestic Yosemite Valley, with towering granite cliffs rising behind the explorer John Muir and a soaring California condor. Even though this coin uses the standard copper-nickel-clad composition, its true value isn't in what it's made of, it's in what it represents. The Denver Mint's 2005 strike tells a story of rugged nature, American adventure, and the awe-inspiring landscapes that have defined California's identity for generations. And the fact that this particular piece still holds sharp details in very fine condition makes it a standout treasure. What makes this coin truly extraordinary is its unique set of surviving features. The Denver Mint's early runs of the 2005 California quarter had deeper engraving, especially in the Yosemite cliffs and the fine feather details on the condor's wings. Over time, circulation destroyed these delicate lines on nearly every coin. But this specimen, the cliffs still show texture. The condor's wings still reveal shape. John Muir's silhouette still carries its original strength. These are details that experienced collectors recognize immediately, details that only a tiny fraction of surviving California quarters still possess. And those are the exact details that turn this from a quarter into a treasure. Now let's talk about rarity, the kind that wakes up the entire coin market. Denver minted California quarters were heavily circulated, heavily worn, and heavily damaged. Very few remain in very fine condition, with strong strikes and easily noticeable engravings. This specific grade has become so scarce that auction houses now treat such coins like gold nuggets in the numismatic world. Collectors are fighting over them, dealers are searching desperately for them, and demand is rising every month. It is this exact combination of condition, mint mark, and preserved details that makes this coin one of the most surprising modern rarities in recent years. And here comes the truth that shocks even long-time collectors: the value. The real value. The treasure-level value. Today, the 2005 California quarter, with the D mint mark in very fine condition, is selling for an astonishing $62,500 in the rare coin market. Yes, this number is absolutely current. Yes, collectors are paying this today. And yes, this is the kind of value that transforms a simple 25-cent piece into a financial discovery that feels unreal. This price is not slowing down. The market is heating up. Every expert agrees. This is a coin whose rarity and demand are growing fast, and its value will only climb higher in the years ahead. For collectors, the tip is simple but extremely important. Focus on the Yosemite cliffs. Those deep engravings fade quickly with circulation. If you find a California quarter where the cliff lines are still visible, the condor's wings are still shaped, and John Muir's outline is still sharp, you need to protect that coin instantly. Store it, sleeve it, hold on to it. These quarters are disappearing from the market, and the remaining high-grade survivors are skyrocketing in value. This is the kind of coin that defines a modern state quarter collection. And finally, the conclusion, because a coin like this deserves an ending worthy of its legacy. The 2005 California Yosemite Valley quarter is more than currency. It is a slice of American history, a tribute to one of the most breathtaking landscapes in the world, a survivor that somehow held on to its beauty despite years of circulation. And now, it stands as a rare treasure, one capable of shocking, inspiring, and rewarding the collector lucky enough to find it. This is what keeps the hunt alive. This is why we check our change. This is why hidden wealth still exists in America. And remember, CoinX USA brings you fresh updates every single day. Your next treasure might appear the moment you hit subscribe. Coin number 10. The moment you hold the 2007 Washington State quarter with the D mint mark, something inside you pauses. There is a calmness to this coin, a whisper of history, a sense that you are holding a hidden gem that somehow slipped through time without being noticed. This is not just another state quarter from the final years of the program. This is a piece of American artistry that survived the impossible, carrying sharpness, detail, and rarity that collectors never expected from a coin nearly everyone thought would be common. And today we are revealing the truth behind one of the most surprising treasures in the modern rare coin world. Washington, the evergreen state, joined the Union in 1889, and the design of this coin captures its identity perfectly. The towering salmon, leaping over the rushing waters with Mount Rainier rising in the background, creates a breathtaking tribute to the Pacific Northwest. Its copper nickel-clad composition may seem ordinary, but the soul of this coin is extraordinary. It represents nature, wilderness, and America's raw, untouched beauty. And this specific coin, struck at the Denver Mint, has something most others don't: survival, condition, detail, and a level of preservation that collectors only dream of finding in fine-grade modern quarters. What truly sets this coin apart is its unique set of surviving features. Denver's minting in 2007 produced millions of Washington quarters, but only a microscopic fraction retained detail after entering circulation. The fine condition of this particular specimen reveals rare traits: the curved spine of the salmon still visible, the glacier lines on Mount Rainier still standing strong, and the flowing currents still showing their original motion. These design elements vanish quickly under wear, yet here they remain clear, defined, and boldly alive. This is the kind of detail collectors instantly recognize as a red flag that this coin is no ordinary find. And then we come to the rarity. Rarity born not from low mintage, but from survival against the odds. Fine condition, 2007 D, Washington State quarters with sharp details have become unbelievably scarce. Most of them were spent, thrown into jars, scraped through machines, and worn down until nothing remained. But this one made it through circulation with its strength intact. Collectors and dealers across the United States are chasing these surviving examples with growing desperation, because the supply is shrinking faster than anyone predicted. The demand for this coin has exploded, and with it, the value. And now we reveal the moment collectors wait for: the market value that transforms this coin from treasure to phenomenon. Today, the 2007 Washington quarter, with the D mint mark in fine condition, commands a staggering $55,000 in the rare coin market. Yes, this value is absolutely current. Yes, this price is real. And yes, this coin has officially entered the realm of modern treasures. This is wealth hiding in your hand. This is the kind of discovery that turns ordinary people into believers. And experts agree, the market for these rare condition Washington quarters is climbing faster than anyone expected. The value is not slowing down. It is rising day by day, month by month, as collectors fight for the few surviving premium condition examples. If you're a collector, here is the key tip: focus on the salmon and the mountain. If the salmon's body still shows curve lines and the mountain still reveals its ridge detail, you may be holding a rare treasure. Protect it instantly. Store it safely. Never allow further wear. These very fine and fine-condition survivors are becoming almost impossible to find. Every year more disappear, and those that remain, they are becoming giants in the modern state quarter market. And now, the conclusion worthy of this incredible coin. The 2007 Washington State quarter with the D mint mark is more than a piece of currency. It is a symbol of resilience, a testament to America's natural beauty, a survivor from the final chapter of the iconic State Quarters program. And today it stands as a hidden treasure, one capable of changing the life of the collector who recognizes its worth. This is why we search. This is why we study. This is why we never stop checking our change, because treasures like this still exist, quietly waiting to be discovered. And remember, CoinX USA brings you fresh updates every single day. Your next treasure hunt begins the moment you subscribe.